The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors, Amazon.com and tpublic.com. Listeners, beware. Coming straight for the Mouths of Madness, I am one of the hosts, Lowdown. With me, as always, is...
F.U. Honor. What's up, bitches?
What's up, you... I don't even... like, Korean War vet, Vietnam
Veterans
fighting...
killing motherfuckers.
Y'all motherfuckers watch Platoon? I don't even know how to intro this fucking shit, man. Because tonight on the chopping block, we're talking about, was it 2018? 2019's.
2019, yeah.
2019's VFW. Now... All right, I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna come out of the gate talking about how this film is technically not labeled. Well, in one iteration, I saw it was labeled as a horror, but it was like the third thing. It was labeled as like a thriller, action, and then horror.
Well, I think it goes on the umbrella because I think Shudder had some involvement with it.
Yeah, and Shudder. It's on Shudder.
Yeah, it was on Shudder.
We both watched it on Shudder.
Yeah.
So it's definitely, if it's on Shudder, it's like it's got to be associated with the horror world.
Yeah.
You know.
And I would say it's kind of definitely more in the vein of Hobo with a Shotgun or Turbo Kid or something like that. That's
Hobo with a Shotgun. I picked up at a horror con. Turbo Kid. I picked up at a horror con.
Yeah.
I mean, like all these films I picked up at a horror con.
Where they're not in that genre of horror, the basic elements, what puts those movies for horror fans and why I think why we're covering this is kills. The basic storyline does not follow the beats of a horror movie.
No.
But if you're a fan of seeing fucked up kills, this movie, just like Hope with a Shotgun, it scratched that itch.
The fucking cast.
Oh yeah.
All right, can we talk about that? Okay, so we'll get the director out of the way. It's this guy named Joe Begos. I have no idea what the fuck he is. I looked up some of his stuff. I didn't know any of his movies. I might go back and check those out because if they're fun like this is, then maybe. All right, but I mean, dude. All right, starting out the gate, we've got an actor from a recent film we've done on the chopping block. And Don't Breathe 2. We've got the main character, Fred, Stephen Lang.
Yep.
And we've got William Sadler. If you don't know him,
didn't do it. Lawyer fucked me.
Yeah, didn't do it. Lawyer fucked me.
I always like when people say they don't know who he is. At first, I'm like the bad guy that stands naked in his room in Die Hard 2. All right.
Doing his stretches.
I don't know, but yeah, he's been in a ton of shit. He's been in Darabont movies, Shawshank, The Mist. You know, so
biggest thing. I mean, didn't do it. Lawyer fuck me is kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, didn't do it. Lawyer fuck
me. We got Fred Williamson. So if you don't know who the fuck he is, all right, I'm gonna break it down for you. If you like football at all, okay, this motherfucker was the defensive back for the Steelers, the Chiefs, the Raiders.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
plus, and then a la, you know, as several 70s sports stars did, got into some, like, black cinema. He was, you know, he never had his shaft, but he was in several things. I remember seeing him in I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
Mm-hmm. I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. Yeah.
But
you gotta say it right. Sucker.
His horror connection would be From Dusk to Dawn.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. From Dusk to Dawn, yes. And, by the way, he is 83.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah, dude.
God damn.
I read that, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's 83 years old,
That's fucking crazy, man.
And he didn't have easy scenes in this film.
No.
He's 83.
Yeah. He's the one I think that kills somebody, lifting him up to a fucking antler and stabbing him through the fucking head.
83.
Because he's a big motherfucker.
He was a defensive back. You gotta be a big motherfucker.
Yeah.
Wait. I gotta say, 83! Like, god damn. Like, I want to have that life in me where I'm 80-something and I'm just like, horror, murder, motherfucker. Like, dude, like, I just want that life in me, dude. I really do. I want that breath of life in me because it's fucking awesome. And then we have George Wendt, who, the Bears, And we got Norm.
Norm. Yeah. Norm.
Norm.
You got Martin Cove, fucking evil sensei from Karate Kid. Yeah.
I mean, it's Martin Cove.
Yeah.
Who is in his 70s.
Yeah.
Like, all these motherfuckers are old. Like, Stephen Lang is like the youngest. He's like 69. Like, and then we've got fucking David Patrick Kelly. So, Warriors.
Yeah, I was gonna say Warriors.
Come out to play. Yay.
I was connecting with that. Plus, he
Crow.
was the Crow.
That's it.
He's still coming back.
Fire it up.
Fire it up. Yeah.
I mean, this cast is awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Like, and he's the first motherfucker. Dude, I didn't realize how small of a man he was until I saw him against, like...
He is a little dude, yeah.
Until you see him against Fred Williams. He's just like this tiny dude. Who else we got? We got, for me, we got Sierra McCormick, who plays Lizard, who's the chick who brings the Hyper in.
Yeah.
She is, when she was younger, a little girl, she played Lilith on Supernatural.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which was a big, Supernatural, big break. But also, she is currently on, if you have Hulu, the American Horror Stories.
Okay. Is that the
That's
new
the one where it's every episode's like a different, it's like an anthology.
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
She's in that. I watched the first two where she's in. So, this movie is this fucking lock, stock, smoking barrels with insanity. Because what do you got? You got a Boz, is this drug kingpin?
Yeah.
Selling this new drug that hit the streets called Hype. Dude, they introed the movie like RoboCop.
Oh yeah, they do. They're like the stroke comes and
yeah.
And I know this sounds bad, but I don't remember what city it takes place in. But I almost want to say it's Detroit.
I don't care.
Can we just say it's Detroit?
It's fine. It's Detroit.
Just go breathe style and it's this fucked up area because literally it's this closed down theater. They started the movie in this closed down theater where all these fucking junkies are hanging out, and our main dude is like taunting. I can't remember the chick's name.
Oh, Lucy.
Yeah. And she's like, I need another hit. And they're on the balcony. Yeah. And they're on the balcony. He's like, you want it? And he fucking takes it and he throws it off the balcony. And she's like a fucking cartoon character.
No, he says go get it.
Yeah.
He's like telling that bitch to go fetch.
Right.
It's fucked up.
But that's what I'm saying. And she goes, all right. And she jumps off the balcony and fucking kills herself because it's the fucking balcony. Like, I don't know what she was expecting, but drugs are a hell of a thing.
Maybe
man.
I'll get to the bottom and snort it in time and I'll be good.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, and then her little sister sees it and then she decides to go in and steal the stash.
Yeah, she's like, fuck these guys.
And little sister is played by Sierra McCormick, a.k.a. Lizard is her character's name. Meanwhile, we got...
Across the street.
Right across the street, we got Fred, who we see driving around. We get this huge, city shot of Fred driving to I guess he's the owner and runner of the VFW hall
as they're driving through Detroit, yeah. And you literally see the impact this new drug has had.
He picks up Fred Williamson's character, and then lo and behold, when you get there, you didn't realize William Sadler's character was on the fucking bed of the truck. Anyway,
but I'm saying before he gets to the bar. You just
it shows the rundown.
But yeah, you just see all these people that are what's the drug called again?
Hyper.
Yeah,
they're called hypers.
Hypers, yeah. And you see hypers just every block they're driving by. It's just hypers everywhere. People are fucking hooked on this shit. But there's the a bar that's owned by.
What's a VFW hall?
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But there's not much to a hall. It's a bar. It's a bar with a pool table and a dartboard. All right.
Hey,
it's not a hall.
What else do war vets need besides booze and a pool table?
I completely understand, but you're calling it a hall in any way. It's just a run. It's just a shitty TV in the corner.
Hey, you know what? They defend the fuck out of that shit.
Yeah.
Because it's Fred's birthday, Stephen Lang, and all his buddies are trying to get him shithouse and then take him to a strip club. And then Lizard comes running in away from Boz, and she has his stash. And at first, what the fuck's happening?
Well, yeah, because she runs in, and immediately the two henchmen come in after her.
One of the henchmen is his brother. The big one's actually Boz's brother. And David Patrick Kelly runs over and gets an axe to the fucking shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh,
Instantly.
God.
Because they don't give a fuck about who's around. They're killing this chick. And
Keep my hyper, bitch.
But then we get our first little taste of ultra violence, in my opinion, which is fucking Stephen Lang pulls out a shotgun, and as this dude's about to axe Lizard, fucking shotgun blasts his head, and his head explodes. Amazing. It was right there. I was like, okay, I think we're gonna get some extreme, some good shots here, and that starts the ball rolling. Now it's junkies versus vets. It's the best way I can put it.
And that's basically how the fucking film goes. I mean, it's like, you know, they keep coming as the vets to the vets. The vets just initially just keep kind of fighting them off, and but then they're trying to get out because their one friend, you know, played by David Patrick Kelly, is fucked up, and they're trying to get him to a hospital. And but in the meantime, while they're trying to get him to the hospital, Boz is out of drugs because Lizard chick stole them all. So all the hypers wanting the drugs from across the street are running.
And did he offer whoever retrieves her, you have drugs for whatever, atrocious amount, like just you'll get high for like a year, all right? Like you bring her back and so of course every motherfucker is trying to get her. So they're all swarming the fuck out of the VA hall. And that's where you get a little bit of, I would say, improvised Predator meets Home Alone, you know, improvised weapons and traps and shit like that.
Yeah, like I said, between Martin Cove and William Sadler, they created this like battering ram with like a beer keg and like sawed off fucking like broomsticks.
Yeah.
And they just stabs them
a
all.
little sticky bomb type thing.
No, they made a grenade.
Yeah, grenade. Yeah.
Out of a tennis ball.
Yeah. So
out of a tennis ball.
But
they made a fucking grenade.
So they're kind of defending this point because they can't get the fuck out. They're surrounded, you know. And there's a lot of wheeling dealing where, you know, like just, hey, if y'all want to fucking leave, just bring us the girl, you know. Just fucking go.
You.
Yeah, and like our main dude's like, fuck y'all. Like, we defended the country. We are now defending this fucking hall, all right?
Yeah. No, I mean, and you know what, dude? Like, at a certain point, at first I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why are they like? And then at a certain point in the film, it does do this for you. Actually, the way it goes is like, fuck yeah, fuck them.
Yeah.
Like fuck them.
And I'd say,
I will murder the shit out of you, bitch.
I referenced a little bit when we did our one on Don't Breathe 2, but Stephen Lang in Don't Breathe 2 is very kind of older than this one. Now he's badass, and like he keeps everybody like, no, fuck this noise. We are not giving up.
He's more like Stephen Lang from Don't Breathe, like the first one.
First one, yeah.
Like the first one.
I would say a combination of. I would say the combination of him from Avatar and.
Do we really have to break it back?
Hold on, I know, but
God.
His character in that blended with Don't Breathe, where it's like, you really fucking think this is gonna happen? Like, we will kill the fuck out of as many people as we have to. You know?
Can we like at least bring up his paralyzed character in what was that FX show?
I don't know. You can bring him up. He was in Tombstone. I mean, fuck.
He was in Tombstone.
Yeah.
He was the main Red Sash that was a douche.
Yep.
Yeah. No. What was he in? It was an FX show. It was like a martial arts fucking show on FX. Into the Badlands.
Yeah.
He was in a wheelchair on that, but he was a badass. He was actually the main character's trainer. How the fuck do you train a kung fu god in a wheelchair? That's how badass he was, man. I'm sorry, like.
But this movie kind of showcases like he's the main star like of this movie in my opinion.
I want to meet him.
So, yeah,
I really want to meet Steve.
Yeah, he's pretty badass in this. Because here's the thing is he does a lot of crazy shit, and you're like, looks kind of old, but you buy it. Like he's built like a brick shit house. Like,
exactly, he's jacked, dude.
He's like shit up.
He's solid as fuck,
but
man.
What's fun about this is they did take these like older action stars and put them in this movie, and you see Fred Williamson fucking people up. You see William Sadler. Like I said, he literally this one dude gets in. And he stabs him, knocks the ground, and then stomps this dude's head till his head is no mo. Like it's like literally just mush. Like yeah. I mean, even like Martin Cove, like and I'll say that one of the saddest things is I did watch a lot of Cheers, and unfortunately
He was the first one to go.
Norm doesn't make it.
He was the first one to
Norm
go.
tries to leave, and they kill the shit out of him.
Dude.
And right there, I mean, I was already on, the VA side, but once you kill Norm, I was like, we need to kill as many of these motherfuckers as possible. You don't kill fucking Norm? God
but
damn it. They did.
They killed the shit out of him.
Yeah. Again, it's a very thin plot. It's death, kills.
Oh, no,
Free
they
time,
made a big deal.
Little talk, kills.
They made a big deal with Fred Williamson taking some hyper and then pulling his service weapon down that was hanging in the bar. Remember, because they referenced the service weapon earlier in the movie.
I thought it was a machete.
It was a machete.
Yeah, machete.
But he brought it back from service. And he was
about
like,
how he cut
don't
off
fucking
people's
touch it. I did this, I leave it the fuck up. Like, he didn't want anybody to fuck with it. And he's like, I remember he took the hyper and he just looked up at it and was like, like, he fucking grabs it and he just goes to town on those. Dude, and
then we have the Judgment Night part of the movie where Barton Cove is a car salesman.
Oh, God.
And he gets in his head because he's burnt out. He's like, we're not going to survive. Like, the odds are pretty against
he
them.
snuck out, too. He tricked him to get out.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, I feel like he was somewhat focused and aware.
Yeah.
Because he, had to trick them into getting out.
He thinks, I talk people and deals all the time. You know what? Let me see what I can do. So he fucking rolls over there, gets out of the VA, gets over to the dude's headquarters.
It's like a concert venue they're chilling in.
Yeah, like I look like an old theater because that's a marquee with a bunch of like bullshit movies on it. But he's like, let's wheel and deal. And again, I'm gonna reference it Judgment Night when Jeremy Piven's like, look, we all speak money. We can do this. And you know what happens to Jeremy Piven? Dennis Leary kills the fuck out of him in that movie. Same shit happens here, man.
Because as soon as he realized, like, oh, so you're not in charge. Bam.
Yep.
Like,
yep.
Stephen Lang's in charge. You're not in charge? I don't need you. Like, oh, you dumbass. The number one thing in Leverage is make that motherfucker think that you are the most important person. Because if you're not, then you're Leverage.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
So, but I think...
and it also caused Stephen Lang to get shot in the fucking leg, dude.
That's right.
Fuck, man. You fucked up the baddest of the bad motherfuckers.
Well, you have to have that scene, though, where not only...
The hero gets injured?
Yeah, injured. Yeah. And at the same time, loses another friend.
No.
No. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that scene between Boz and fucking Fred, Stephen Lang's character, where it's through that little hole in the wall. You're like, really?
Yeah.
Really? Come on. Because right before Boz blows the fucking wall, like the door down, when Boz had enough, he's like, I want my shit. I'm done with these old fucks. Like, I'm coming in. And he just blows the door down. Right before there's a little scene with Stephen Lang and Boz talking to each other through a little hole. And I'm like, that's a bit much.
Now we get a scene. I want to throw this out there. William Sandler gets, I guess, like is it a bone saw or what kind of? It's like one of those saws that's like usually on a table, like a table saw type thing.
Portaband?
Yeah, but he gets that and that helps out a lot because you get a crowd of fucking junkies all piled in, and he just starts making a wave of blood everywhere, back and forth,
wave of blood,
clearing that shit out. And it looks like honestly, after a while, like they've killed like a fuck ton of people, like 30, 40 motherfuckers. And it starts looking that good, but then, Boz and his crew roll up in there and start, and we forgot to mention the badass, his second in charge, the badass chick who, just slices, dices everybody.
Slice and dice.
Slice and dice.
Slice.
And she starts fucking up Fred Williamson. And I was like, all right, well, this is how he dies. But all of a sudden, that motherfucker, I can't remember how he knocks her back. Oh, no, Stephen Lang's character stabs her in the chest, and you're like, okay, so she's dead. But you got to make sure. So then he takes that pole, pulls it out, and stabs her down through her mouth. That scene was fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, the fucking kills were fucking brutal.
Yeah, we're again, I think there's like 70 fucking kills in this movie. So there's so much shit to see. There's death by antlers. There's just so many fucking kills in this shit.
Agreed.
So, but the end result pretty much is, I think
all that's left. We got the friend that got stabbed at first, who they were trying to get out the entire time.
He fucking dies.
He dies.
Yeah.
We've got
and we forgot to mention there was a young Marine
that shows up.
That shows up That's
Yeah.
part of it. He, is kind of hands off at the beginning of the attack, but by the end of it, like he's got the taste of blood because that motherfucker is hacking dudes' heads off and fucking them up. But they decide, fuck this noise. We're gonna get to the truck, get the fuck out of there. Unfortunately, William Sadler's character, he gets surrounded. He gets in the truck. Dude grabs a chain, puts it around his neck, and then another dude has a chainsaw going through the window, fucking chainsawing Sandler. You're like, God damn, man.
Yeah,
They're not like, we're not just going to choke you. We're going to choke you while we're also cutting you in half. These are some determined motherfuckers. Drugs make you do some crazy shit, man.
Drugs are bad.
Yeah. So we assume he's fucking dead, and then we get to that final standoff. He's holding Lizard hostage, and you're like, well, I thought he's just going to fucking blow his head off. But no, Lizard grabs the lighter, sets Boz on fire, and you're like, all right, I guess this is how he dies. No, wait, fucking William Sadler's still alive in the truck, drives that shit, and crushes the fuck out
whatever
of him.
dummy they used for that shot looks awesome, because when it pans out and you see that shit, you're like, oh!
I just love how
Damn.
our main bad guy's on fire, and you're like, okay, so he's going to die soon. Like, no, he's not going to die soon. He's dying immediately right now because that big-ass truck. And, like, in that final, like, William Sandler's like, I'm about to fucking die. I've been chainsawed. I'm fucked up. But you know what? I'm going out in a blaze of glory. Smush the drug dealer. Done.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but like I said, they just pan out and you see this body, like, bounce between the two vehicles. It was awesome.
This definitely is in the vein of, like, a grindhouse-style movie.
Yes.
It doesn't lean very much into the horror genre. But again, the gore factor, the kills, I think, I would still I would still recommend this, and it's fun. It's very simple plot. It's very, very basic, but you're just watching it for, again, see some old action stars fucking up people.
I mean, there are a couple of scenes that, like, they do add some story. Like, there's a scene between Fred and Lizard where, like, Lizard's still talking shit about all the old guys that, like, are keeping her alive, which, by the way, fuck you, cunt. Like, we're keeping you alive. I mean, at that point, at that point for them, it was about protecting their fucking hall.
Yeah.
Right. But also, Stephen Lang sat down and, was like taking his breather, and they were talking. And he was even like, I know it might seem, small to you, but like, this is what we got,
Yeah.
All these Vietnam vets, and then like Fred Williamson's character was Korea, pre-Vietnam, and Korea was pre-Vietnam. Yeah, it was 50s. So it's like, this is what we got, like, this is it.
Yeah.
Like.
And in one night, he watched most of his only, like, his crew, his friends fucking die.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So there was some, like, all in all, the story was very meh, but the parts that were good were good.
There's some silly ass dialogue, but again, if you're going in the
dialogue is trash throughout the whole movie.
Right, but if you're going with that grindhouse feel, that 70s style,
you're just worried about getting into the kills.
Yeah, you're concentrating on the kills, some silly ass dialogue. You don't really care. It's the same thing. I love Hobo with a Shotgun, but some of the dialogue in that is fucking silly as shit. You just don't worry about it because you're about to be entertained by another crazy fucking kill.
The difference though, Hobo with a Shotgun had Rutger Hauer.
I put Stephen Lang Rutger Hauer level, and this movie, I put them about even.
Stephen Lang has not had a Blade Runner moment.
Oh, no. I'm talking about Rutger Hauer in Hobo with a Shotgun. Oh. Stephen Lang in this movie. Yeah. I'm not talking about their illustrious careers, all right? Yeah, fucking Rutger Hauer was in goddamn Blade Runner, right? Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, right?
Not only was he in Blade Runner, he had one of the most iconic scenes of movies of all time.
Blade Runner versus Avatar. Blade Runner is going to win 100% of the time. So no, I am talking about them in two specific movies. All right, goddamn it.
I had to be sure. I had to clarify.
Yeah.
I had to clarify. You said Rutger Hauer. I'm like, whoa, easy, brother, easy. Anyway, all in all, it did. It passed the chopping block. I didn't regret watching it because I enjoyed the just insanity of the kills.
Yep.
Like seriously, if they tried to make this movie with that fucking atrocious plot without the kills, it would have been.
And they know it though, man. You've got about 15 minutes of character build up, and then it's just swarm of junkies getting killed. Yeah, I mean, like, that's all it is. Like, they know what they're doing here. We'll let you know there's
Do you
a
think this
little
was a
bit
crash
of past.
grab for Stephen Lang? Because he's done like way better acting prowess properties.
No, I think this was just fun, and he got
Yeah.
to work with, I don't know if he's ever worked with Fred Williamson. I don't know if he's ever worked with.
No, he does get a cast that is full of all these people that are his age that are
Yeah,
big for what they've done.
that's what I'm saying.
you know?
So it's just one of those like, hey, we can do this shit. It's kind of like Grindhouse Expendables.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And the fact they are all old.
yeah.
Like, I mean, for real though, like it's weird. Like,
I mean, they play on that. Like,
Stephen Lang is the youngest and he's 69. Like,
yeah.
that's
I mean, they're talking about when taking him to a strip club. And he's like, and we got Viagra, man, just in case. So they're playing on that too. And it's like when shit comes
and Martin
down,
Cove just
they might
strictly
be.
wants to. All he cares about is the strip club.
Yeah.
That's all he cares
That's
about.
all he cares about. Yeah, he's like, happy birthday, but can we go to the fucking strip club? What's going on?
He's like, hey, fuck her. Can we go to the strip club?
Exactly.
Like, he
When
doesn't
shit starts
care.
going down, he's like, that sucks, but can we get the fuck out of here? So, but yeah, no, I appreciated how they're like, yeah, these dudes are vets, and they still have their shit together to fuck up some people. So,
Like, hey, I might drink a lot, but you know what? Remember they were watching the same workout tape from the 80s?
yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck?
whatever works, man.
Oh, God, there's legit, like, you could, like, literally see down her vaginal canal porn if you wanted to. And you're watching workout tapes. Sorry. So I had to point that out. I was like, we've come a long way. We've come a long way.
Overall, yeah, I enjoy the shit out of it.
passes. It does.
I don't know if I'll ever own it, but if I see it on, if I'm on Shudder one time and I'm not really sure what to watch, it's a good like hour 40. Just fuck around, watch some
Kill it
crazy
before you go to
shit.
bed kind of
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I ever own it. I don't know. I would own it if they released it and it had a like a lot of
I'll
special
say this.
commentary.
This is one of those movies, and we've brought it up a couple times, where you're having a party, you're having friends over, a good background movie that you don't need to pay attention. Nobody's gonna get lost in the plot. Just, oh, dude, check this out. He's about to fucking smash that dude's face into nothing. Oh, dude, check that shit out. They're about to stab him with the fucking antlers. Like, that's this kind of movie,
Totally. Yes.
Yeah, just point out some
That
deaths
is yes.
and go about your business. Point out some more deaths later on. Yeah.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
exactly what this film is. Fuck yeah. And let us know if you've seen it. It's been on Shudder for a while. It actually hasn't come off. It's been on there for at least a year, I feel like. Is when I first saw it. And since then it's been stewing in the brains of madness for when we could do it for an episode. But as always, go to GeoPodcast.com. Check out all our links. Go to the first link on the links page, Amazon.com. You can click that link and shop through Amazon like normal. You can get Shudder through Amazon. You can fucking buy the hard copy of this, I'm sure, through Amazon. So you do that. You just shop through Amazon like normal. We get a little kickback. It's fucking awesome. No extra cost to you. And we always appreciate the support from going through our link. The link next to Amazon will be TeePublic. So take it to teepublic.com. It's for all the merch is, for all the shows under the network. We have some shit coming back out. We have our
it's spooky season.
dedicated Halloween releases.
Yeah.
We say Halloween. We start calling them holiday because they pretty much stay up through December.
Yeah.
But we have from the very beginning. This is our first run Halloween specials that we bring back.
Yep.
I mean, this is what, the 4th year? God.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're all fun. They're play on your OG slasher film. Like, they're a lot of fun. So get them while they're out, or you got to wait till this time next year. Do that. And then also check out all the other shows on the network, all their merch that's on TeePublic, all their shows and all the episodes that's on GeoPodcast.com. Make sure to check that out. And also hit us up at lowdownbrown.gui@gmail.com. Let us know if you've seen this, what you think of it, if you saw it because you heard this episode. Just give us some feedback, give us some response to why you saw it.
Yeah. The curiosity factor.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I actually do that with the podcast I listen to.
Yeah.
I'll like, oh, what's that? Click. And I don't have to listen to the whole episode. I might listen to like 20 minutes of it. I'm like, oh, I'll check that out.
Yeah.
Stop. I'll just go watch the movie. So if we do that for you, that is awesome. And we dig that shit. And as always, embrace the madness.
Join us at GUIPodcast.com.
Hey guys, Scotty Big Daddy Preston here. That's right, the Geek Father, asking you to join me here every other week with friends and family of the GUI Network as we go through all the trials and tribulations of being a geeky parent. So remember, join us or cry.
In a world ravaged by movie studios that keep rehashing the same things, only one podcaster has the guts to make it even worse. Join Mike the Hobbit as he traverses the internet to bring you some of the best and worst ideas for reboots, remakes, and reimaginings of some of your favorite and least favorite TV and film properties. Ideas like a John Waters He-Man movie, Fantastic Four the musical, and Aliens, done entirely with marionettes. What podcast would bring this evil upon the world? This is Smack My Pitch Up. Available anywhere you get your podcasts.
My name is Amy Bogard.
And I'm Mike the Hobbit.
And we are the hosts of Deeply Upsetting, where we use our expertise to answer your most upsetting hypothetical quandaries, such as, what non-winged animal deserves wings?
And what body part deserves a secret mouth?
Which cryptid is the worst roommate?
These questions and more that plague you will be answered on Deeply Upsetting, available anywhere you get your podcasts and at GUIPodcast.com.